that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
Today I'm going to be yassifying famous logos. Up first we have Starbucks, and she kind of already has the yassified hair, but I started off by erasing her eyebrows and giving the signature lifted eyebrows, and then I also did the same thing with her eyes, just giving them a little bit of lift. I gave her some lips and added some highlights to look like gloss, carved out the cheekbones, the nose, and finally gave her some boobs, and here's the final result. She looks kind of scary. Up next we have Pringles, and at first I started by doing the eyes and giving him lashes, and then I decided that the mustache looked like a pair of giant lips, so I went with that direction. I added some gloss on there and changed the eyebrows, and here's the final result. This one is my absolute favorite, and I think she's so cute. Up next we have Wendy's, and this one was kind of simple. I changed the eyebrows, I added in a bunch of contouring and highlights on her face, changed the eye shape, and finally gave her a bunch of hair, and here's the final result. It's giving me Annabelle vibes. Lastly we have KFC, and for Colonel Sanders I knew I couldn't take away the goatee, but I started by making his eyes lifted, adding in some eyebrows. I gave him some lip gloss, and then it wasn't looking quite right, so I added a bunch of hair to him, and here's the final result. It's giving bearded drag queen. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments.
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I knew that I wouldn't.
Today I'm going to be yassifying famous logo mascots. Up first we have Little Miss Bic Pin. You know she had to apply some white lashes to that one eye hole, and I decided she needed a wardrobe upgrade. Now she's serving Cher from Clueless Realness. Mr. Clean is already bronzed for the gods, but now we have to take him from Gym Tan Laundry to Snooki. Her hoops were way too small, so we had to fix that. And finally I changed her name to Miss Clean. Not Mrs. Clean, because she don't need no man. Up next we have Miss Material Dough Girl. She wanted big lips, big lashes, big booty, and a tiny waist. She just got her nails done and she's about to call a cab uptown. Lastly we have Toucan Samantha. She loves to draw on this heart-shaped lip, and the fingers and toes have got to match. Finally I reshaped her eyebrows, and she's ready for a night out in WeHo. Let me know in the comments which logos you want me to yassify next.
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I knew that I wouldn't.
Today I'm going to be yassifying famous logos. Up first is the Jolly Green Giant. So for her, my idea was really just to kind of do all of this in those green tones, because everything in the logo is basically a tone of green except for the white highlights. And here's the final result. Up next is the Michelin Man, or the Michelin Woman in this case. Was trying to give her a nose, but it wasn't looking as good as I wanted it to, so I gave her some lips. I did change up the cleavage area just a little bit because I thought it looked a little odd having just a bar right there. Last minute I gave her this high pony. I really like how it came out, but it's definitely giving a little Ariana vibes. Up next is the Kool-Aid Man, pretty much the same thing, and then added in acrylics to his toes. I think overall it definitely adds to the bad bitch aesthetic. And last is the Pillsbury Doughboy. Again, I just added in the same things. I also used this warp tool to give him this tiny little waist, and here's that one all complete. I really like the Jolly Green Giant. It's definitely giving Jamie Lee Curtis vibes. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments.
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
Today I'm going to be yassifying famous sports logos. So for the Eagles one, I gave her a little blue shadow and some lashes, blush, and a matching lip. The Patriots logo really needed the lips accentuated because they were very small, and you can't be a material girl with small lips. For the Vikings though, I decided to do like a total facelift. We kind of completely had to do some plastic surgery to get rid of this mustache, and I added these lashes which really opened up her eyes. And the contour and the highlights really just brought out her amazing bone structure that I already had going on. The Panthers one was hard since it's already kind of a fierce Catwoman look, but I decided to use this blue color on the whole thing to really carve out the nose, give the eyes some shape and some lashes, contour the cheeks, add a lip, and hoops as well. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Everyone was saying they wanted her on a t-shirt, and I agree. I did look into it though, and copyright laws would not allow me to sell that. Let me know which other teams I should do in the comments.
Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. Wow, I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
Today I'm going to be yassifying famous Christmas characters. Okay, up first is Rudolph, and I basically gave her a full face using the airbrush brush in Procreate, and then I wanted to give her a hoop, and once I was done with that one, I decided she needed a couple more earrings to complete the look. She definitely looks like a baddie. Okay, up next is Frosty, and for this one I really just went ahead and gave it big lips, and I thought the eyes needed to be a little bit more sultry, and so I made the lids on there blue, and then I thought instead of a corncob pipe, I would give her a vape. This is definitely my favorite from the day. Up next is Elf on the Shelf. Again, I just basically did the same thing, adding in a bunch of makeup with the airbrush. I gave him some eyebrows, and she's definitely serving face. Last is the Grinch. For this one, I really just had to make these big lips, and I wanted to keep it the same red from the outfit, and I also added on these red acrylic nails. Let me know which other characters you want me to yassify in the comments.
I wouldn't.